Hello, it's Himarsha from the Web Science and Digital Libraries Research Group at Old Dominion University. Today I'm presenting our work on determining access patterns for robots and humans in web archives. User accesses to the live web has been researched in the past. However, only a few studies have looked into how users browse web archives. Our study is an extension of a previous study done by Dr. Al-Nomani, where she studied access patterns for robots and humans, which we assume as web browsers in Internet Archive access logs from 2012. Now, in our study, we are using three anonymized access log datasets, Internet Archive 2012 and 2019, and Portuguese Web Archive logs from 2019. A small description of our three raw datasets are shown in the table here. As you can see, most of the requests are GET requests, and then you can also see the distribution levels of status codes here, and how much of it is request to embedded resources and SI bots who identify themselves as bots. Now, the first step of our analysis is data cleaning. We followed a two-step process here. At stage 1, we eliminated the log entries that were either invalid or irrelevant for the analysis. At stage 2, we removed the log entries which were irrelevant in terms of human-like user behavior. In the next step is session identification. So we grouped the requests based on the IP and user agent. Then we divided our access logs into different sessions with a time of threshold of 10 minutes. What it means is that if the time elapsed between two consecutive requests is longer than 10 minutes, the second request is considered to be the beginning of the next session. After that, we moved on to the bot identification step. Our first heuristic is to flag the requests that make head requests as bots, since web browsers issue GET requests for web pages. Now, at the second heuristic, we determine manually compiled user agents list of known bots, and then user agent keywords such as bot, crawler, etc., and device detector, which to determine whether or not a user agent is a bot. So Twitter bot is one such example where bot keyword is available on the UA itself. Now, some of the bots keep changing their user agent between requests to avoid being detected as a bot. As you can see on the highlighted examples, this particular IP keeps on changing its user agent for each request. Legitimate bots will typically request Robots.txt to determine what they are allowed to crawl. We use this as an indication for a bot session. Image to HTML is the ratio between the number of image files and the number of HTML files per session. Robots tend to retrieve only HTML files, as you can see on the left screenshot, and ignores embedded resources. Now, this means that human sessions should have more images than a robot session, as you can see on the right screenshot. The threshold for human browsing speed is considered with no faster than one request every 2 seconds, which means that we classified sessions with browsing speed greater than 0.5 as robots. In the example, you can see how many requests in a single second, which is unusual for human behavior. Let's take a look at the results. The table contains the slide results of applying the heuristics separately for detecting robots for all our datasets. Now, as you can see on the table, the image to HTML ratio had the greatest impact on detecting bots. The final row shows the number of requests or sessions which are marked as bots after applying all the heuristics together. In all cases, robots account for more than 70% of sessions and requests. In conclusion, we have extended a previous study by Dr. Al-Nomani to investigate the access patterns of humans and robots using 3 samples of server access logs for a full day. We used a variety of heuristics to classify the sessions as a bot or a human, and then we found out that robots outnumber humans in all cases. Out of the heuristics we used, image to HTML ratio had the largest effect on detecting bots. This is a work in progress, and in our future work, we are hoping to explore more on these datasets to understand how do users go to web archives. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.